Look, my bad, like, this morning I didn't get up until, 8 p.m. yesterday. Yeah! Usually, like, I wake up, like, right before I got to out the door. So,
That's good. You need it.
yeah, I'm just trying to take advantage of, like, work. Get these days in, because, like, I know, like, in a couple months, something that it's good.
Now, if fuel prices go up, we're going to be setting, but I ain't going to be doing anything. I got to start putting up some money, too. That's what
I
good.
don't know what the prices are, like, over here, like,
The barrel went up. It's all above 100 right now, so I've seen a couple places in $4.50 a gallon.
I see 1,460 and then I see like a 420.
Can y'all hear me on there? Hello, Stevie. Hello, Canada. Hello, Pikeville. This thing working? Hello, Mermaid. Is it working? Microphone? Is my microphone working? Hello, hello, hello. Loud and clear. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Steve. Beautiful sunset right this minute. Figure out ease out here. We got a couple more minutes. We'll be at the spot. We're gonna rig out. We need a lot of shrimp tonight. Need over 30,000. We had the other night around 30. We'll try to do a little better tonight. A little choppier tonight, but that helps keep them alive. It kind of keeps them moving around good in the tanks. That's where they live good. Alrighty. Grab my gear, slickers. Ooh. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. No, count it. Ooh, come in here. There we go. Now we got them on, right? Come here. Very beautiful out. Zoom in on that a little bit more.
I guess it's like front part that comes off in the tank. I guess that's tank or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what's up. But you can also turn them around. They're reversible.
Yeah.
Yep, you can easily turn them around. All you got to do is move the shoulder strap. You want to do that real quick? Oh, that'll only take a second. So take them off real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, absolutely. We can spin them around. They're made to go either way.
That's why I was wear this raincoat and shit.
Yep, we can definitely switch it around. You don't have to. It won't get as wet. here. This is the only thing you got to slide.
I like the,
See, these here is a little bit more one way because they got a pocket.
yeah, the bar's gonna be on the other side.
Yeah, you just kind of move it.
I don't mind wearing the jacket. It also keeps you back from like, whenever we bring the tailbags in, tailbags are very long, so.
What is that going on there? Easier if I hook them up real quick. I don't know why that's gotten in there twisted. Dad, nabbit.
Yeah, no, they were twisted around. But
Yeah, I was trying to fix that for you. I'm gonna still try to fix it. Usually I could fold it and push it through, but my hands isn't quite.
honestly, it wasn't even me. Like, but it's like some.
There we go. I got that one. My hands just isn't quite as strong as they used to be in trying to pull that through like this. But I got it. I won. I won't let it whip me.
Yeah, I'll get back to the books. They were like pulled out for like a short person or something.
Alright. Alright, put them on, then we'll adjust the strap. Alright, we're here. The sun already went down. I wasn't paying attention. Doggone it. Yep, it's taking a swim, alright. I love watching it go down the last second, but I was busy there. Alright, we're going to get rigged out here. Hopefully the commercial guys stuck out tonight where they won't be hounding me. Got a little side too tonight. I'm supposed to be it's about 15 mile an hour tonight, so hopefully it won't be too bad.
Yeah, it feels fine.
Nice. Let me see about the strike. Yeah, raise this up just so it keeps it up on your shoulders. Almost looks like you could tighten them up a little bit. They seem a little loose on you. You can go ahead and turn them. I'll get it. Turn all the deck lights on. I have to wear my earphones just to keep my hat from blowing off. Got one commercial mode already on the Zero Secret. Right, way far away talking on the radio here. Let me cut them up. I can turn my squelch up and then shut them off. Man. Got one hung up on the rake right by your leg there. Just hung up on the rakes there. You can go ahead and pull your blue. Oh, Lizard on here for a guy. He's going to be riding with us all night. Remember where he come from. I hardly ever see a lizard on here. That's why you don't put your hand too close to that block. You see how I pulled it right back up to it? And always pay attention. If whoever's grabbing the hydraulics needs to pay attention for that too. He put his hand in this part. They had a backlash and he reached out there to grab it and the guy hit the hydraulics and it just tore the end of his finger clean off. Yeah, you don't want to play with the hydraulics. I used to tell my helper, it don't care if it's line or you, it'll roll you up. It really doesn't care at all. It has no care what it's rolling up. All right, I'm going to put it in gear. Don't let no line go under. They must be a lot closer than I thought because I can still hear him even with the squelch all the way up. can go ahead and let your bag out. Make sure it's right. You see a lot of sharks the other night. There were a lot of them. Bag looks good. Everything looks good. About to set over. You got just got a text from my boss I gotta look at. Oh, he's back there now? Maybe you hang out. There it is, ain't much we can do with him. Here, hang out here. I'll put him on the hydraulic tank, maybe he'll stay on it. Little lizard that we have here in Florida with us. I'll put it out too far. Gotta pay attention there with me. Only had 9 foot of water.
Some kind of good luck or something.
Yeah, hopefully he'll make it back to shore. We don't have any bugs on this boat, so it's kind of, there's no bugs. Not that I've seen a couple big palmetto bugs. But.
Yeah, I've seen them 3 times, and every time, like I see them, I think I've seen them again.
Same one. Yeah, we had one in the house today at Mom's, a big one. Big old lizard. Come in the house. Florida wildlife. All right, we're dragging. We got it is just getting later and later. 8:53. We'll pick it up. 30 minutes. That's all we're going to give it. 30 minutes. We have 2 trawls, and this boat here has 4 trawls. That's what we call a 4-trawler or a double rigger. These commercial boats, strictly commercial. Real pretty. Real pretty boat. Another one coming out there, another 4-trawler. Something I've never been on board is a 4-trawler, and something I never plan on getting on board with. All right, I'm going to go offline just for a minute to talk to my boss for a second. So stand by, stay on there with me. We only need 21,000 now. The other guy got his order filled. Oh, got it. I was really hoping that he'd get 30,000 sold tonight. Oh well. I'm gonna put in right next to me. Holy cow. Sit over right next to him. Much closer than it looks on the phone. Trust me, I could throw a rock out there. There's a sailboat in the distance on the horizon. Which is kind of rare. We're getting the tanks ready. Is it working? Did he replace the full cord or no? I told him he should. Yeah, it's right. He replaced it. He listens to me. I love that. I wouldn't hurt to replace this part, and he went out there and replaced it. What a good man your dad is.
I put this back in there a couple times today.
Just barely crack it up and just get some air. Oh, there's some bubbles. He's gonna fix that next time. Same with my side here. It needs to just be barely kicked. He's just gonna put some new ones in, I think. You don't really want to screw it up, or you gotta have something to hook the garbage if it gets clogged. That one there got clogged completely last night we were out. It completely clogged off. Speed up, speed up. There's a rock up there. Can't see the cord. Don't want to run over that. I wish you hadn't sat right next to me. I guess I can turn before we get to that. That's what I'll do, is just turn around before we get to it. It's not going to hurt anything. Benson, he's got his order filled, so you don't need us now. So we only need 21. But time frame kind of, we don't need to be in there until 4:30. 3:30. But 4:30 is too late for her. But no, there's catching plenty of shrimp. It's just whether they got boats or not. There ain't no shortage of shrimp right now. How are you doing, boat? I really don't like this autopilot. Like I said, it's 25-year technology and we're still using it for some reason. I have no idea why.
The up-to-date one is
Lots more money. Thousands. The one I want is probably $3,000-4,000 and this one's $1,000. Let's see. I have enough room to turn between us. I want to turn around. There's a rock in front of me. We were already turning around about right here. Turn too sharp. Don't scare our neighbor. Really didn't expect it to put right next to us. I didn't see him the other day working here, but he might have been. Plenty of room, though. Plenty of room. No, that's a 4-rigger. That's one of folks that worked for Ronnie, or it might even be one of Ronnie's boats. I don't know who owns it. Really beautiful boat. Not sure who owns it.
I didn't know too many for
Pretty setup. I just don't want any part of 4 trawls. Heck, I could barely keep up with the 2 trawls. Some of them don't have but 2 helpers and the captain. I mean, unless the captain's picking, that ain't enough food. That ain't enough help. You need at least 3 people back there working.
I mean, I don't know if you do like shorter drags or.
You can't keep up with it. We started 30, and heck, we were up to 45s the other night. And I was
just like pick up big shrimp or something.
They are just picking the bigger shrimp, like 4 fingers. They're doing live commercial. They're not picking that smaller stuff we're picking. Rolling. This is actually not too bad wind. Pretty nice out. Really beautiful sky right now. Awesome, Captain. Dragging door nets, right? Oh, North Carolina, awesome. I fished out of Wanchese for quite a few years. Tuna fishing with green sticks and gill net for mullet. Hello, Gettysburg. Yeah, we're catching live shrimp. We had 30,000 last night, had 12.5 pounds per thousand. We sold 15 for bait and the rest for live commercial. They ship them to New York on an airplane. I just had that on so my hat didn't blow up. I miss North Carolina. That was a very beautiful place. Really good people out there. I miss Alaska as well. Much cooler place. And some really, really good people out there as well. Some of my favorite people on the planet out there. All right, class. Come on, man. Sludge on there don't want to come off. Just bought these things. Now, I've seen a couple Florida lobsters through the years, but they've usually been really small. But we only have the spiny lobster here. Now, when I worked out of North Carolina, we were fishing for conchs. And we would catch a couple of Maine lobsters, but they were never big enough either. We used what looks like a stone crab trap with no lids, what it looked like. But we were catching conchs or snails, whelks. Yeah, it's beautiful right now. When the shrimp are big, I would bring in some big shrimp to eat. I used to love wrapping them in bacon, cooking them on the grill. But these shrimp, never met a terrible shrimp as it is. I love white shrimp. The captain's talking to us. He's probably after white shrimp off North Carolina. They're very, very good. Louisiana, we catch white shrimp and brownies. He might be catching brownies as well, I think. Brownies? Might be doing brownies right now. He might tell us there. Coconut shrimp. Yeah, I've never really tried coconut shrimp. I don't really want my shrimp to taste sweet or coconutty. But I know people do like that. Oh, mercy.
Thanks for looking at my.
That'll keep you dry there. You can wear them another year or so now. I would try to get some lightweight ones for when it really does get hot, where it's like 85 degrees out here at night or something, you know.
I didn't experience like super hot weather, so I don't know how it feels in, so.
Probably won't bother you. It kills me. Fishing in Alaska for 15 years and coming back to last year's summer, I don't want no part of it. Coast Guard sent me an email about my license. It's went into the next phase. They sent me a reference number. And they said as long as there's no problems with the license, they're going to send it to the next phase, whatever that be. So hopefully within a month or so, I'll have my captain's license. Man, it's been a long journey. I started this back. I went and got my TWIC card the day after Christmas. And that's how long it's been since I've done all this. I think. Well, that's when I went and did the class in January. I did both classes, got my master's, got my towing endorsement. Then I went and did my physical, drug test, CPR course, and sent it in. And shoot, wait. Yeah, I can check now to see where it's at in the process. I sent it to the school and they double checked and said everything looked fine. So hopefully it'll just go through it without any issues. Thank you, Kathy. Been doing this a long time. Working for the oil company, supply boat companies, is going to be totally different than anything I've ever done, though. And if I don't like it, I might save enough money up, maybe create a dolphin tour boat, some kind of charter business. We'll see. I've done a lot of things in my life, and I've been nervous in a lot of different jobs. And this one will be too. I turned this radio down there, chatting way away somewhere. There's not shrimp that's talking. I don't know who it is. Drivers maybe.
I don't want to get behind this boat so I can make sure I'm not going to hit anything. I mean, but I guess every now and then there's something.
Huh?
I was going to say, I don't want to get behind like three boats and I hit something. But I guess it can always happen. Stuff always figure out the water.
Yeah. Just FaceTime, you'll get used to all of it. I'll start letting you pull out of the slip. That'll give you a little bit of steering, where you got to back up and stuff. You always anything we do new, it's always kind of nervousness, but you get where you have more confidence after you do it a few times. Just go ahead and slide that window shut, just in case the spray, big wave, big wave. After fishing in 3,000 foot of water in Alaska, I don't ever see many big waves.
Yeah.
They're fishing out there right now, longline. My buddies are.
What do y'all consider like a big lake?
10-footers. I've been out there and close to 12 foot, 15 foot. My boss don't like them bigger than 10 and 12. That's kind of what we want to stick around. No, be out there and no rougher if possible. Big wave here would be 6 foot out here. You just don't want no part of that either, truthfully.
I wasn't sure about that. I assumed
Yeah, in a heavy storm like here, they'll say 10 to 15 or something offshore, or 12, 8 to 10. Out there, I've heard a forecast where it's 30-foot seas. Nobody's out there in that. Nobody in their right mind is anyhow. But I've been in 15-foot rollers that was big, giant ground swells, and it was nothing. But they were beautiful. It was just big seas, big swells.
Red Bull is out there.
What was that?
Red Bull?
Red Bull?
Yeah, they're out there.
Oh, yeah, watch them do that surfing off Hawaii. Yeah, they're doing it in them 30-footers. There's no way in heck you ever get me out there now. That's a big shoal offshore out there they're surfing on. But the Pacific Ocean is a different animal compared to the Atlantic Ocean that I'm tuna fish out there a lot. And the Gulf of Mexico is just a pond, it's nothing. Talking about distance too. The widest part of the Pacific Ocean, I think, is around 10,000 miles. And Atlantic Ocean up this way, North America side of Atlantic Ocean, it's like 3,000 something miles. So it's, 3 times as wide. So you got room for ocean. The waves would be massive.
Yeah.
Lots of storms. It's a little different to me over there. Pacific. But I've seen it slick calm too. I'm not gonna say it don't get slick calm in the Gulf of Alaska. I've seen it mirror calm at times, very rare, but I have. We had some really good weather longline fishing one year, and it was just as pretty as it could be. And I've seen the Atlantic Ocean that way too, where it's fairly calm, barely any rollers. To stay warm? Yeah, I've had 3 or 4 layers on. Well, we fishing for longline. It's 50 degrees there now, but I went out there in February. We had to have heaters in the bait shed to thaw our bait out, and we used them to keep warm as well. But it was snowing and stuff still. It was freezing. We were doing putting gear together in his storage shed with no heat, freezing our butts off. It was in the 20s and stuff. But we wear good gear, like fleece. Fleece is really good. I have some fleece jackets and stuff. Fleece long underwear that Grunion makes is really good. It's all about the right material and layers. You gotta have layers of it. But you're not cold. Once you start working, if you're cold, you're just not working hard enough. You're not gonna be cold. I always tell the guys, go out there and be cold to start with, because you don't want to be overly dressed that you're going to be too hot. Get where you're hot real quick. So I start cold. When I walk out there, I'm like, ooh, it's cold. But within 10 minutes, you don't think of it anymore. You're not cold. You start humping pots or whatever. God, I miss all of it, man. There's so many things I've done, and I miss all of it. You just can't be everywhere. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would coming back, but I've enjoyed working with you and just, being a part with your dad and all,
You always have like members like running this song and stuff.
Oh, you have this memory of, the time that me and you were together, and we'll always be friends. I don't care where I'll go. Like I said, if you ever need me, call me in a heartbeat. If your dad needs me, whatever, I'll drive 1,000 miles to help y'all. Louisiana's only 700 or so miles, by driving around.
I need to get like
Have to come up to visit when y'all get time off. Come up here and fish or something.
I'm trying to get more into like traveling and stuff.
1995 was my first real. I went to Georgia a lot, but going to Louisiana in '95, and I never looked back. I've traveled ever since. But I'm just trying to find a place where I could be myself, and without them taking our jobs away constantly. Which when '96 they took our fishing away in Louisiana, a lot of it. But it's just been a battle to be a fisherman. Getting your captain's license wouldn't be a bad idea. I told your dad it wouldn't be a bad idea to have something to fall back on. No matter what, you qualify for, I think your 50-ton license, you would qualify no matter what by working on this boat, You gotta just have a certain amount of hours on the boat, but you already, what's this, your second or third year shrimping? Second year, right? You shrimp last year and this year.
I started like half of last year.
Okay, so it's about one full year so far.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already been like half the year. Like it's 2026.
I know.
It's been a full year.
It's got to flip around so quick. It ain't fun. But the improvements you've done as a helper, even since I've started, is tremendous.
Yeah. I mean, I just like the job because you make like a good amount of money pretty fast. I wish I started a little bit sooner because I could have booked out.
Well, it might have worked out the best for you as it is. Land's never paid me any money. I remember building houses back in the 90s, mid 90s or whatever. And I was making about $8 an hour. And then I realized that the guy running the whole entire crew, the foreman, was only making $15 an hour. I'm like, you know what? I am out of here. If that is all I'm going to make, even running the crew, that is no money. Even back then, $15 really wasn't a lot of money. Now it's none. You can make that flipping burgers at McDonald's, I believe.
Yeah.
Hello, wild man. Kelly, hey, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I'm glad to have you on here. Live on the shrimp boat, catching live shrimp. We're going to be picking our net up here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. We'll give it 5 more minutes. What was that? Still daylight out. See quite a bit of daylight. Way more boats over here than they were last night, man. I don't remember seeing all these guys. Well, they figure out that Alan caught a lot of shrimp. We better go tag team him or what? And I don't even see the 2 commercial boats yet that I worked with the past 2 trips. Y'all love my shrimp, man. Our shrimp. It's everybody's shrimp, actually. We got 4 other boats within a half a mile of us. We got 4 more behind us. See how many vessels I can see from horizon to horizon. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I see 22 boats counting us. Another one there's 23. One more in Soros, 24. About 24 of us that I can see. I've counted up to 50 boats before. We are fishing out of Hernando Beach, Florida West Coast. Catching live shrimp for the bait industry tonight. We were selling our extras to the Chinese, but they don't need any more right now. Go wake him up anyhow. But hey, you gotta take our shrimp.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, I was hoping our order would stay the same, and I told your dad. Let me see if he's there.
Did you want that?
No, I told your dad that we need to be in there by 3:30 if our order went down to 21. Because I don't want to be out here keep catching shrimp that we don't need. We're going to feed the catfish a lot of shrimp tonight, is what would happen.
Oh, we're still going back there at 4:30?
No, I'm trying to change the, it might be too late. We'll sell them as many extras. We'll just try to put on 25 or something.
Yeah, I don't think people would see us making like other trucks that are on that.
No, getting in at 4:30, everybody's gone. They haven't needed any extras. I doubt. I don't know how anybody can not be catching their order right now. No, I don't have no problem with 21. We have 8 or 9 extra. That would be kind of dumb, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not going to. We'll just take our time getting in, obviously. I'm not going to drag that late. We'll put on 25 or so. Maybe they'll take a few extras. Tell them to get rid of them as dead bait if they have to. Anything to keep feeding the catfish. That was, that was cool the other night. The ducks chasing the shrimp around the boat. They had baby mallard ducks eating shrimp. I've never seen that before. The young mallards come up to us on shrimp. That is something I've never seen before, shrimping out there. Even though they have way more mallard ducks, or different breeds of ducks, it's mixed mallards.
those aren't the ones with like the green heads.
The green head ones are full-blooded mallards, but some of them's got some different kinds of ducks mixed in. They're all different kinds of colors. All right, we're going to turn around here, and then we're going to get it.
I need to get like a electric jacket.
Sorry about that. We're catching bait and commercial, but they did not need any commercial shrimp tonight. Live commercial. They ship them to New York. We're going to turn around here and get it. We're on satellite internet, so it goes out. Just be patient, and it'll come back within a few minutes. Sometimes when we turn around, we lose satellite. Thank you, Kelly, for being here. Thank you, everybody that's on board with us right now. We're just going to turn around, and then we're going to get it. I'm going to go ahead and move y'all to the back. Turning around right now. All right. Get the gloves on. It's not quite as hot tonight. Oh, no, go the other way. There you go. Come on now. See. I'll straighten it right up. I'm trying to run over the crawl here with a little wind. What is that? I don't know what that is. Looks like a light bar or something. I don't know. Might be trail. What is it? An old light or a piece of window trim or something, ain't it? At least we didn't catch the window. I don't know why that's out here. That's what it looks like. It gets me as far as a window or something. Yeah, that might not be a better way to put it. God, doggone it. No. It's better the other way. Not a big deal, though. Lesson learned. You're alright. I just put that mount there thinking it might be better that way, but I was wrong. That's a little bit less than I was expecting there. Well, we only need 21, so it's okay if it's not a stick. Might be just the grass ain't there. That looks like it's pretty shrimpy. Still pretty bright out too. Not being cloudy tonight. So we'll see what this drag does. At least only needing 21, it takes some pressure off. It ain't gonna be so crazy. 35 would have been tight. Give me a minute and I'll put you over the table there where you can see. I had it out there a little too far too. I got distracted earlier when I set over. Close all the windows up. see what we got. A little bit of grass, not very much. I can still see a little bit of daylight in the sky. So it's very much a daylight set, dark set. Hopefully I won't knock the microphone off. I never did find that microphone from the other night that I dropped in the dump tank. Rotten fish. Yeah, there's a few shrimp in there. I can see them swimming around. I feel it. The wind don't get too bad. We're going to have something on the little piece of the bottom road. Not really know. Salt coral, I guess they call it. I'm not sure. Salt, whatever it is. We don't really catch too much coral. It's usually on rocks, and if you're doing rocks, you're going to tear your net up, so we don't really mess around rocks too much. There's rocks everywhere, but I mean, we try to stay away from them. A lot of stuff has been marked through the years, and we kind of share that information. Through memory cards on our GPS. A little baby cowfish. Cute little creatures. They actually eat them when they get big. I had a boss I used to work for. He liked the big ones when we gill netted. I've never tried a cowfish though. I've caught these on the oil rigs almost 3 pounds, and the Vietnamese up there would take them from us. I would bring them in for them. 2.5 pound pinfish. First when I seen it, I'm like, what in the world is that? My uncle said a pinfish. I'm like, oh my God, it is a pinfish. I got a photo of one bigger in my boot. I wear a 13 boot. 14 boot, excuse me. 14 boot. And I'm like, my goodness, it is a pinfish. Oil rigs. Stuff gets a little bigger on. Shrimp. Calm down, pinfish. They call pinfish because there are needles on there. That sucker there will hurt you. A little bit too much there. I want them to live good. Be healthy. So Still pretty shrimpy. Big mouth down. There's a nice one. Had two big ones last night, really big. Oh, species sponge went in. At the end of the night, we clean everything out of the shrimp, any dead or sponge. I try to pick really clean. Holy crap, he's coming right up.
Here, let me get out your way.
The white light.
Hey, not really. Put it down.
There go pinfish. There's a nice one. Pretty nice, man. I wish I could read what it says, a little something. I think it'd be cool if I could wear headphones and it would read the text to me or putting on there like live talk. live chat. Then I could really have a conversation with y'all. Because I don't have time to really look up all that much. We're just catching baked shrimp. They're still pretty baked. The soft ones I don't want, those soft shrimp, they're still very much alive. It's not hard enough.
Now, what's my head?
Now that I've moved out of his way, I'm going to cut back over. Oh, there's another shrimp. But boy, everybody's on top of me tonight. I don't know why. I don't really know why. I did pretty good here the other night. We were trying to buy ourselves. Just had 2 commercial boats working with us. Not tonight. Not by ourselves at all. Hello, my friend. I'm wearing black gloves. I'm waving at them. I don't know how good they can see it. I'm friendly to everybody. Kill them with kindness, even if they get mad at you. Lizard fish, oyster toads. Pretty nice shrimp for bait. They're going to be 13 pounders tonight, little ladies, they keep this up. I'm going to try to stay out of them smaller shrimp to the south. Beautiful baked shrimp, though. Little baby scallops growing up for the season. It's open up here, but I don't think anybody scallops this far offshore. It will be open when it comes scallop season. It ain't time yet. Their scallops are everywhere. They will be everywhere. Hopefully everybody can steer through there with no problem. Lots of little sea creatures. A little spongy on that one, a little bit. Didn't really remember seeing sponge last trip. Up this way, there's some to the south there. We had caught some of, but we didn't start there. You still got a little bit. Shrimp. We call these shrimp West Coast hoppers, and I have heard them called spots before. They got a little spot on their side. Little spots. But West Coast hoppers. What I've heard them referred to. Shrimp food. I was hoping they would keep going to the north and not turn around, but I think they all turned around. Come here. They're free. Shark shit. The other night the sharks got thick. Probably happen when the tide turns out. Right now it's flooding too. That might be why it's not as good as the night before, a couple nights ago. I'm done. We're done. There's the big commercial, bud. And his partner. Oh, yeah, this gonna turn around. Get out there. Want to pick that off for me? I'm gonna turn around. Thanks, buddy. Did you lose my board?
Yeah.
There's plenty of boards.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Honestly, it's because it's like opposite.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time we worked this on it. You went to throw the board back where you normally do it and come right off. It's not a big deal. We got some other stuff here. Here we go, right here. Yeah, we'll cut it later. Have your dad cut them off. I've lost uncountable amount of boards.
Yeah. I remember, yeah, that
I don't care. It's no big deal. We got about 6-7 minutes or something. We'll get there. They're about the same. Pretty funny though. Got that on film. Alrighty, where we at? Yeah, little fishy laying there. Yeah, we got some boats around. We got two on each side of it right here and one in front of us. Yes, that's that one out there. It's a little far away, but yep, we're just towing two nets there. We got two roller frames. One off each outrigger. Yes, Kelly. I don't know if you're still there. Look like there are beige scallops. Yep, we have beige scallops. I'll hold one up to the camera on the next drag there. I'm sorry, I can't really see the text. But you probably could get one out of the thing. He said there is one. What did I just see? Is that a shark? Might have seen a shark out there. There's always one scallop left. He's so tiny, it ain't funny. Got any scallops over there yet? My buddy might want to see if they're like they're identical. There we go. Little baby scallop. You still there, Kelly? Little baby scallops. Little baby. Very tasty when they get big. We're not allowed to have any on these boats, so not any. Not allowed to have none. Back you go. I don't remember what time of year they actually go every month. August, October, I don't know. It's hot last year, they closed early. People not taken care of. Some people got sick or something. Need to bring ice, you're gonna keep something. Alright, let's see where we at. 3 more minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We'll get it again. Alright, too early for yawning. Oh. Yep, same scallops, I would say. You want your burger? Are you hungry? We can take a couple more minutes. What was that?
I was gonna take a look.
Yeah, a little bit. I can't hear you over the motor.
I'm gonna grab it in a couple minutes.
Okay, well, next drag. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up then.
How long did it pick up till?
We just got a couple minutes. We're gonna pick it up, unless you want to eat. We can take a couple more minutes if you want to eat it real quick.
That's fine.
I'm in no hurry either way. I just don't want to lose another. The other night, my microphone fell off, and the people were like, "Hey, your microphone just fell off in the thing." I never did find it. Probably just looked like another piece of sponge. I mean, when I threw it over. But let's go ahead and get it then. Let's get the gloves on. Yeah, we'll both eat a sandwich on the next one there. I was hoping your dad would come back and say 3:30, but he never did. They need 21. Maybe they just take a couple extra. We'll quit 30 minutes early, stuff like that if we get them. It's going to be a little slower because the tide's flooding, that looks like. So we might not catch quite as many as last time anyhow. We had the hole going outside last time, which they fish a little better on than going out. Alright, we're going to get it. Something different than the other night. I bet when that tide turns out, it'd be a lot better. It ain't as good, not near as good. We're going to do one more to the south. Cleaner bottom down there, but there's still a lot of shrimp. Too many boats right here at one thing. There's a lot of boats to the south too. I see dozens of them. Looks like a dozen of them anyhow. Oh well. At least we only need 21, I guess. It'd be easy enough. There's just as many boats to the south as above me. Plenty of boats. I like catching 3,000 a tow, 6,000 an hour. They're 12.5 pounds per 1,000 right now. 1,100 shrimp to put in a bag. Hope y'all can hear me. Kind of loud right now. But hand picking them like that, I've seen 8,000 an hour probably, but 4,000 to 6,000 is comfortable. I've also caught 1,000 an hour. That sucks. That's not very good at all. Slow right now compared to the other night, but the tide's coming in still, and they don't like the flood tide as much. I got a boat 100, 25 yards off my bow here. It's going the same direction, but you still got to watch him there. Go a little farther south here and see if it's any better. Also got one off to my starboard side, but he's going the other way. Looks clear. Looks like it'll be pretty clear. Jim just picking Florida bait shrimp for tonight. Stir it up a little bit, let the shrimp sink down. Get the grass out. Cleaner down below, it's more sandy. Our neck drag, so. Tramp. Oh, there you go. I'm going to try to film the offload tonight. It'll just be a video, but it'll be up in the morning. That's what I think about it. Thank you, buddy. I was looking at better microphones today, but they're like $100. Sunday, I'm going to the church. I want to bring a bunch of food out there, so I'm going to just kind of splurge and food for the people that's not doing so well. They got a little market for single moms and people that just needs food, so I thought I'd bring me a few boxes of healthier foods. I see they get a lot of cereals and on. I'm kind of against cereal, but bring a lot of fruit and vegetables and cans for them. This Sunday, I'm hoping to go there. The other captain's going to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If that goes well, I will get to bring some stuff to the church. I like helping people while I'm able to. The church I go to is an hour and a half drive and 2 hours back, but it's worth every mile. That's where I was baptized at my buddy's church. First time I ever got to bring food to the people, you know, and I really can't wait. Bring like cans of pineapple and peaches and pears. All kinds of vegetables. I guess rice and all too. It lasts a while. They just need food. I know I try to be healthy, but not everything can be healthy. But I don't really want to get cereal for the kids. I'd rather eat fruit myself. I don't know of any healthy cereals. They all claim to be, but they're not healthy. Just ground up corn or rice. How can that be healthy? Fake vitamins they add too, that ain't no good. I'd rather do natural. But it's a little food place they have. They help support their Winter Haven, Florida is where it's located. So hopefully Sunday I'll get to do that, back in the truck up with a bunch of stuff. I would love to start taking collections from people and bringing the fishermen, shrimpers. But it's my first time doing it myself, so. And I don't ever know when I can get to go, scheduling. I worked last Saturday and Sunday. I worked Saturday, Sunday, and Monday this past weekend. The other captain's wife's an RN, so we don't ever know when she works, and he takes care of the kids when she's working. So, everybody's working. It's what it takes nowadays. Everybody's got to work to make it. Oh yeah. I don't know if she's an RN. She might be a CNA. I'm sure. I know she's a nurse of some sort. Haven't got into the details of what Jason's wife does. I'll read it here in a little bit, Kelly. I can't quite see it. I wish I could see it better. It's a little bit far away from it. And I got shrimp to pick. That's not telling me I lost my microphone. I can see the guy, somebody the other day, he's like, your microphone fell off. Then about a few minutes went by and I looked up and it said, oh, we can't hear you. And I'm like, oh crap, I lost my microphone. He's like, yeah, we seen it fall into the dump tank. Into the tank, he said. That's what we call that part, the dump tank. Where we dump our shrimp. And pretty big shrimp though. We've been selling them for commercial too, but they don't want them any smaller than like a 4-finger shrimp. That's a soft one there. Might be why, but they don't want our shrimp. Catching a few smaller shrimp, but still pretty. Pretty for bait. Yeah, 4, 5 boats on the half a mile. Got my radar on the half a mile. I got 5 boats in there. Like we're all right now. Now, get in there. Get in there. Come back here. I always like these little sun stars. Little snail, we call it sun star. Really pretty to me. I would love to have a saltwater aquarium if I did this year round. I need to move our shrimp back down the. Holy cow, he turned around. One day I'll remember to fix this on the way out. I keep forgetting. Never even think about it. His net's got a hole in it and I wanted to sew it up. Way less shrimp than the other night. Maybe it's a good thing we only need 21. We caught more at the first drag than we have these two drags. Once that tide turns out, I'm sure it'll pump back up. But that is not even close to what we caught the other night.
Yeah. Shrimp are always there, I guess.
It's the tide. They're not popping. I feel like I got a hair more than you this time. I don't know. I fixed the hole in your net. I feel like I got a hair more than you did. I didn't see any more holes. Once that tide turns out, I'm sure they'll keep going. because I think the battery died on this one. Can you hear me now? Let me switch out microphones. I just charged this thing. It should have been last a lot longer than that. The one I lost over board. Yeah, it probably shut off again. The one I lost overboard or in the tank was the one the batteries lasted for 3 hours, but this one here is a different company. Same product. But doesn't seem to last as long. Let me switch out microphones. It shuts off this time. We'll probably end it anyhow. Really wears on my battery on my phone doing live stream. But let's turn this one on. I don't know how good this battery is. Switch it out. Can you hear me still? Just switched out microphone. Yeah, I bought another set of microphones and they look identical, but the battery doesn't last as long. Let's see if I... Awesome, Kelly. Food drink. Yeah, I'll take one. Yeah, I really enjoy it too. Hopefully I can make them happy by giving food out and make myself happy by helping people, which I've always enjoyed. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock. We're not doing near as good as the other night. I know it's about to die, but I'm just saying it ain't even close. We're back down here in the sandier bottom too. I can kind of see it too. Oh, I see mud from the boat in front of me. You wouldn't think I would get a Walmart package at 10 o'clock at night, but it just said I did. Got a boat coming at me. One more time louder. There was a couple that don't have all their lights on, but that was back that way. We don't. Our white light's not working very good. You notice that the one green over white up top, really dim. It needs to be rewired or something. But as long as they have their running lights and their top light, I'm usually pretty happy. But we're missing a top light right now. Yep. Hey, you too, buddy. I remember the marine operator was the only way we could call the house. You have a great night, Kelly.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you for coming on board. Glad to have you with us. So I actually shut it all down, my friends. Thank you to everyone that showed up. See, there's a couple up on board. But I'm going to call my boss and I'm going to lose you. I'll text you. But everybody have a great night. See you the next one. We'll do again tomorrow night. Stand by.